Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And I hope you guys have all had a wonderful day. If you have, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to help with the channel. And my big question of today is, have you sold any crypto today? And also, what was the first year that you got into crypto? Let me know in the comment section down below. I mean, some of these cryptos are doing insanely good right now, as you guys can see. Ethereum is up like 7.5%, XRP up 4.5%, Bitcoin Cash 7, Cardano 13.6, Bitcoin SV Litecoin. All these coins are up right now, and I'm gonna say rightfully so. All right, and why I'm saying that is, well, we've all been talking about alt season, but really the last week or so has been just so extremely bullish for crypto that I don't think it's necessarily just alt season, but really just crypto season right now. All since this bank custodial announcement came out, I've just been seeing positive things, and really it's kind of looking like nothing can stop Bitcoin and alts anymore at this point. So the 22nd somewhere, this big news came out, and actually from the 21st on forward, the prices already started rising like crazy, and I don't really see any big reason why we can't keep going up until really close to $10,000, where it will be an entire different story altogether at that point. However, you guys must be wondering what's going on with some of these coins that are doing a little bit better. Well, Cardano prints bullish signal for new resistance amid imminent hard fork. So yes, I mean, we're at the 26th of July here. Yeah, we're pretty damn close to a lot of really important days for Cardano, especially the 29th here is really around the corner now. And in the last few hours, CEO Charles Hoskinson declared that the hard fork of Cardano into the Shelley era is now closer than ever. I mean, any day is, but yes. And a launch date has been confirmed. The mainnet launch of Cardano Shelley is due to go live on the 29th of July, and Charles proclaimed that Cardano will then be the best cryptographic project within the ecosystem. Hence, a more bullish momentum or moment is expected following the launch of the Shelley mainnet, and I find it a difficult one to really put my mind to. To a certain degree, I'm like, Cardano's going to go up exactly until that point and then really not get any further. On the contrary, I'm like, well, really, Cardano and their promises, they've kind of stated to us, we're going to become the best platformer out there. We're going to beat Ethereum and all of that. And thus, it really should go up after the hard fork, as then they've really achieved it, sort of. But I'm not really completely sure what I think about it just quite yet. I will update you as I know more, but really for Cardano, it's a coin that can still go up like crazy until like early or late 28, early 29th, just before the halving. During the halving, I would recommend to just probably stay out and not trade it too much because it's really scary. And then once we see a breakout after the halving, downside or upside, we'll adjust strategies. Binance now sending out its debit cards. Binance's move into the payment card space takes flight as cards go out for delivery. After months of waiting, planning, and testing, Binance has begun delivering its debit cards to customers. This started shipping in limited quantities as of yesterday, I heard. Binance CEO CZ said in a July 25th tweet, responding to a community member interested in the product. So a little bit earlier, we already noted that they bought, or at least, I think they fully acquired it with majority stake, Swipe, and now they were getting their Binance card as a white label type of deal, and really good to see they're sending them out now, as again, all of these types of payments do really well for global crypto adoption. And I'm not trying to say payments, I'm trying to say these like partnerships. You guys know what I mean here. Acquisitions and these outputs. They're really good for crypto. And by the way, does this involve BNB or anything specifically? I'm going to say no at this point, where it's just going to be involving all crypto out there. However, Binance partnerships very often are, or Binance, anything really, pretty positive for BNB altogether as well. As DeFi stays blazing, Chainlink will lie at the heart of the crypto revolution going forward. Wise ratings. Well, that's pretty interesting to read, as for the longest time, right, I thought EOS would be the number one forever and ever and ever. But Wise has changed their mind a little bit. At least they've started to change their mind. And really, always they are about, what is it called now? About DeFi and really platform. They like it a lot. And by the way, I'm always getting Wise and the China ratings mixed up because they're both really the same in how they work a little bit. They're always like, oh, you know what? Let's give a list. And they always include a lot of these platforms in there. However, I might be messing something up here with the Chinese ranking, as this is what I thought. But now that I'm reading it, I'm debating a little bit about exactly what they've always been saying. However, I know for a fact they're always talking about these platformers, but maybe Wise has not actually put EOS at the first spot. I'm now debating that a little bit. However, Chainlink will be DeFi's flagship and take up leadership position in the evolution of digital currencies, is really what everybody's expecting right now, and especially these guys here. And not even especially. Everybody's expecting Chainlink to do really, really well. And it being a scam, yeah, it has long faded in my mind. Never really thinking about that again, as I don't really believe it myself anymore. Cardano market update. Hoskinson announces Shelley hard fork. ADA to USD jumps by 11%. And basically what that all, or what ignited this bigger run is that he quoted exactly this. We have now begun the countdown over the next 5 days to hard fork Cardano from Byron to Shelley. Our last chance to abort will be sometime on Monday. During the weekend, the engineers and the QA team will be conducting the exhaustive 72 hours burn-in to go through all checklists that we have, Hoskinson said in a recent video update. And that part really is what got Cardano pumping right now, as people really get excited about that. They're like, all right, we're really getting an inching closer to it, and thus there's no backing off right now anymore. And really, all this good news we've been talking about for Cardano is going to get materialized, which is really, really positive. All right, then Ethereum. Ethereum fails to surmount crucial resistance as traders eye a pullback. June 25th. Ethereum has incurred immense momentum throughout the past days. This notable upswing seen as of late has allowed it to outperform Bitcoin and many other altcoins. Some analysts have even observed that Ethereum's price action is starting to influence that of Bitcoin. It's definitely possible, as we've been seeing that in terms of market cap. Ethereum is really surging up like crazy at this point right now, and it might even have a little bit more of an influence than we expected. The volume is also really, really close to Bitcoin. And analysts are now noting that it could see a notable pullback in the near term, which may be necessary if bulls want to extend their momentum further. This is as I explained it. If you want the gains to be sustained, it's got to be built up instead of just a pump and dump. And this possibility will be invalidated if buyers break one crucial level. And to that I'm saying, like, well, all crucial levels are being broken at this point right now. Ethereum is just surging past everything at this point. We are above $300. Who would have expected that in the last couple of days? At least I wouldn't have. Here they're saying though, daily resistance around $286, and no close here means potential pullback before the next test. But above that, around $307 is the big test. Once Ethereum breaks and closes above $307, I don't see long until it hits over $400, at least on higher time frames, he noted. And yeah, that's something to consider. It's something to consider. $307, they said so, so keep it in the back of your head. The total value locked in DeFi markets hits a whopping $4 billion as Ethereum price explodes past $300 level. Really funny. You know, I remember just a little while ago when DeFi hit $1 billion, which really looked to be like a day ago or three, but no. On July 21st, the total value locked in DeFi protocols hit $3 billion. The momentum did not falter as it reached a new all-time high of $4.11 billion 4 days later. So to me, this is also saying, this DeFi stuff is going to get into the really, really high double-digit billions relatively soon here, as kind of all the pointers are pointing towards that. Really, almost all websites you see, I mean, Binance is working on really getting more into DeFi or getting it more popular. Ripple is really heavily into DeFi and getting it more popular. CoinMarketCap is really heavily into DeFi, getting it more popular, and really a lot of other platforms are as well. And with platforms, I don't mean the coins as platforms like Ethereum, but I mean they're in DeFi too. But you guys know what I mean. I'm also talking about like bigger companies, like fintech and whatnot. A quote from Chao Wang. He says, "I've changed my mind after using a dozen of DeFi platforms. So long as Ethereum 2.0 is now fully rolled out, there's an obvious opportunity for a highly scalable blockchain to dethrone Ethereum. Paying $10 transaction fee and waiting 15 seconds for settlement is just bad UX." Analyst who predicted Bitcoin's V-shaped reversal expects rally to 17,000. Do I really need to read this type of stuff for you guys? As I've told you, it's something that you can read if you want to just update yourself about the situation, what some others are thinking. But if you really want to trade it, I don't really recommend this at all. Analysts are wondering what comes next for the Bitcoin market as volatility has continued to tighten to multi-year lows. Traders are divided, with Bitcoin's futures markets having largely neutral funding rates. And a cryptocurrency analyst who predicted that Bitcoin would see a V-shaped reversal from the March lows expects the consolidation to resolve upward. And this analyst said that there's a good likelihood the leading crypto can trade as high as $17,000 in 2020, and that would mark a more than 70% rally from the current prices, which in my opinion is completely insane. However, it's a little bit of a bet. Check out BTC Sparrow, Jack Sparrow, whatever, if you want more of his analysis. But I don't really want to be here for all that type of stuff. All right, I know Bitcoin's going to go past $20,000 easily and simply. The big question is just about exactly what date that will do and exactly what date will happen. Chainlink prints a harrowing reversal sign after 500% rally from March lows. Did we just read that before? No. I sometimes get confused because, of course, I try to read as many articles as I can before making the video. And then if I do the video a couple of times, if I, have a mistake somewhere or something like that, yeah, sometimes I forget which articles I've talked about and which ones I haven't. And which ones I might have double. But no, this one we didn't talk about. One of the best performing crypto assets over the past few months has been Chainlink. From the March lows to the recent highs, the asset has rallied approximately 500% against the US dollar, and analysts expect a reversal for the altcoin against the US dollar and against Bitcoin as momentum lets up, and this has been compounded by a growing sentiment that the entire altcoin market will see a pullback due to market trends. Well, to me, guys, Chainlink is just on a surge with no real big stop. It could be that Chainlink stops the gain for a couple of days. I mean, right now we're only at 1.8%. However, it's really hard to determine. It's really hard to determine for Chainlink as they're trading so close to their all-time high that it's a little bit of a guessing game. And then Cardano partners with Swiss fintech firm Like Corp, ADD/USD shoots up. Cardano Foundation is partnering with Like Corp, a Switzerland-based fintech company and blockchain exchange. The collab will leverage Cardano's blockchain tech to enhance Like Corp's financial services, and Like Corp is also planning to increase its influence in the blockchain space through several initiatives. ADD/USD bulls have started Saturday's session extremely strong, and all cryptos are doing good right now. All cryptos are looking really juicy, but specifically at this point, I'm going to call out Cardano, ADA, and let's see, Litecoin is doing extraordinarily good. What's it called? Ethereum is doing extraordinarily good. And then Ethereum Classic as well. I think that's going to be our call for today. Those coins are doing extraordinarily good. And VChain is up 6%, which is also really amazing. But yeah. And this one, Bitcoin Cash. And even XRP, I mean, +5 is also really nice. Alright guys, that was it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video.